Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to be doing a few things to one of my new guitars that I got. I received this awesome Les Paul. However, I ordered it off the internet without playing first, which, you know, any real guitarist would tell you should never do that, but I'm not claiming to be a real guitarist. Anyways, it did show up with some problems, and that's probably why real guitarists would tell you to never do that. One of the problems I'm going to be fixing today is right here on this little bridge saddle. You can see that's cracked. So with it being cracked, means that my pickup is just kind of flopping around right there. So anyways, I emailed the company and let them know that that part was broken, and I was going to return this, but what they did is actually give me a partial credit return. Which I took, and because they let me keep the guitar. So it was like, yeah, I'll definitely keep the guitar and take the credit return and, you know, make this minor repair myself. Definitely worth it to me. So, yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And then some of the other things, as you can see here, you know, there's the intonation is going to need to be adjusted. So if I hit the, you know, open E string, we can see it tuned to E. But as soon as I do a, kind of hard to do with one hand here, hold it on the 12th fret here, and then we can see the intonation is, you know, off. It's sharper up on the 12th fret. And a lot of these strings seem to be like that. So here's the A string. Slightly flat right now, but anyways, hit the 12th fret, and even though it was previously flat, now it's not on the 12th fret, so I'm gonna have to adjust some of the intonation. I've got the saddle here that I'm going to be replacing, so I'm going to take the strings off, put these saddles on, and obviously, you know, I still got this plastic wrapped around all the pickups, so while I'm replacing the saddle, I'm going to be taking all the plastic off of the pickups. For you eagle-eyed viewers who'd watched one of my previous videos, I was saying I got these sweet knobs off of Temu for like really cheap, and I was trying to figure out which guitar to put them on. And I ordered this one, and when it got here, I was like, they fit perfectly. I'm so happy with that. It's freaking rad. Yeah, so enjoy watching me fumble my way through fixing this stuff. Should be pretty funny. Oh, another thing I'm going to do is put some strap locks on here because I really hate regular strap attachments. So I'm going to be putting some strap locks on there, and yeah, should be cool. All right, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is probably fix that saddle. Well, remove the plastic on the pickups and fix this saddle. So let's get started with that. And obviously I'm just going to change the strings throughout this process. There's no point in putting back on the old strings. What strings I do have are these Black Beauties. Somebody pointed these out to me, 10 or 15 years ago, back when I was, you know, all into my hardcore metal days, and I just fell in love with them. Have been using them ever since. So I just like the way they sound and the way they look. So I'll be putting those on. Modifications and repairs and things that I'm doing it's really my first time doing any of this, you know, other than just changing the strings on a guitar. I haven't really ever done any kind of maintenance. So if you see me doing something wrong or making a dumb decision, definitely say something in the comments, and you know, maybe I'll do better next time. But this is all a learning experience. So there is one down. With this middle one, it's actually raised up kind of high. I don't know if you can tell that much in the video here, but it's raised up enough that when the strings are on there and I'm playing, I actually hit this pickup with my pick. And that's why the plastic is all messed up right there, actually, because I was playing it, and as I pick, I hit it. So I've got to lower this one as well. But I'm going to do that adjustment later when I'm actually got it strung up. All right, so that's one down, going to the second one. So that last one, I was able to just peel this plastic off and take it off the pickup without actually having to remove the pickup from the saddle. So let's see if it's just as easy with this one. To the broken one here. I can't wait till I'm done being sick. And sounding like this really irritates me. Okay, so now this one I am going to have to remove from the saddle because the saddle's broken. So we'll be doing an extra step on this one. So you can see in the video here, one side is thicker and it's angled, and it's a little skinnier on this side. That's to match the angle of the strings off the bridge. And then there's a little curve right there to match the curve of the guitar body. So I gotta make sure I put this on the right way. Alright, so I've got the new saddle, or the pickup connected to the new saddle here. I just barely connected it, so I still got to tighten it, the screw down, and raise the pickup. But should just sit down in there nicely. extra holes in here. So maybe I can angle them enough to get them back in the previous holes, but it seems like maybe this saddle was slightly skinnier than the previous one. And the previous screw holes are not lining up. Alright, I think I might have been able to angle them just enough to get back into the previous holes. Which they're not, you know, load bearing or anything, so they don't need to be anchored in there, but I would like to get them back into the existing screw holes. Sweet, that seems to have worked out. So I got the new saddle on there. If you couldn't tell, I was struggling to try to get these 4 screws on the corners here back into the original holes, but I just had to kind of angle them a little bit and finesse them back into the originals, and they ended up getting there. But that looks pretty good to me. Most importantly, it's not broken, so the pickup is, you know, not moving around. I can probably raise or lower them after I've gotten the strings on and figured all that stuff out. But repair is done. Plastic is taken off of the pickups. Plastic is removed from the pickup guard. So, awesome. What did that leave next? That left, well, obviously I need to restring it. And, oh, the intonation. I got to work with the intonation still. And then I'm going to put the new strap locks on there. All right, so I might as well string this up and intonate it. So here's these black beauties. If you've never seen them before, they're pretty rad. They're just straight up black strings. I don't know if that comes in clear on the camera or not, but we'll get another view after I've strung them up. Apparently the black on them is some kind of coating to help them last longer. Honestly, I don't know if that really works or not, but, you know, sure, I'll go with it. So here the trick with stringing is you basically get it down to, you pull the string relatively tight and you grab it at the nut and come back to the first fret and then tighten it up from there. And that should be how much, you know, extra string you need wound up in your tuning peg there. I guess if you give it a bend right here, help hold it in place. And tighten that up. These things are awesome. Definitely better than twisting these up by hand. However, I think I'm going to get one of those small drill ones that just drill it in a lot faster. Well, believe it or not, I got the new strings on there and tuned it up and went to check the intonation, and it's slightly off, but close enough that I'm just going to leave it. You know, here's the E, and then going on the 12th fret. I'm pretty sure it's going to be off now just because I'm recording. Slightly, but yeah, there was a little wiggle, but still the E. Still good. There's A. Barely. There's the D. Oh, yeah. And yeah, could come down a little bit, but I'll stay with it. G. Oh. E. Try that one again. And I missed the B string on that one. The B. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what the deal with that is, but okay. Anyways, I was saying we could get a closer look at these black strings after we got it all strung up. Yeah, I really like those. I think they're awesome. They sound good too. I'll plug in here in a moment and we'll check it out. Another thing you would never hear a real guitarist say is I've never actually plugged this guitar in yet either. So, good thing I'm not claiming to be a real guitarist. Yeah, next step is the strap locks, and then I'll plug in and make an ass out of myself while I'm trying to play. So I picked up some of these strap locks a few months back. And just so I had some handy whenever I picked up a new guitar, because like I said earlier, I really don't like just standard straps, attachments, whatever you call them. I've had too many guitars fall down and get busted on the concrete because the strap came off, and well, I wasn't holding it at the time. And ever since I've started using strap locks, I've never had that problem. So I make it a point to put these on every single guitar I get, ever. No question. Let's see if I can pull these off. And they're pretty simple to put on. I mean, there's other types of strap locks. Yeah, kind of difficult to do with one hand. Okay. If you've never used these before, how they work is you pull this piece out, and then your strap, this is connected to your strap, just slides right off this piece. So this piece screws into the guitar itself. It replaces the old pieces, the old ones on the guitar. And then this one, you take this nut off here, and you take this washer off, and then you just put it on your strap like so. Pop that washer back on, pop that nut on. So anyways, just take these old ones off. And you can see here, the strap locks have a slightly longer screw, slightly thicker as well, so that it can screw into the body of the guitar and not potentially fall out of the existing hull. What I like to do is get yourself a drill bit that's slightly skinnier than your screw, so that you don't drill a hole too big, and just kind of rough out, you know, roughly how deep you want to go based off of the screw, and make this hole a little deeper here. That way the screw goes in there nice and easy. You don't potentially split the guitar wood, depending on the quality of the wood. And it's still tight enough that it's locked in there. It's not going to slide out. And you pull out your drill because you're tired of screwing stuff. I also like to go until I can't spin this lock anymore. One more twist ought to do it. There you go. Now that's on there nice and solid. And this lock that we put on earlier, just pull the pin, slide it on. There you go. And that will never come off. And then you take these old ones and you throw them right in the trash where they belong. Ready to go. There she be.